and desperate to know the real issues confronting the country.
If you think they will see this election, you will not allow it. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
Well, the government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. They don't put also everything they say. They don't say the truth.
The people of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. It's Face the Issue on Kings FM. John Antonin April Godson Williams, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today, and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team, then they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You know, everybody that say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
Liberians, I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is. I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trickled, happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Waka himself, spurred into actions. There was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Waka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, they made the cheers of their partisans. They failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens. coalitions, well-wishers and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we amid these difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Boubacar are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not formed in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better home then for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. For seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Pinsville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build
beyond extortion. We must confront.
Together, we must fortify the one institution
Ladies and gentlemen
that
of the
will correct
press,
the failure
fellow
of
Liberians,
the Bouaka
I address you
administration.
today
And that
not in
institution
defense of a title,
is
but in
the
defense
Mate
of
Coalition
truth,
for Democratic
integrity,
Change.
and the sacred duty
This is
entrusted
why
to me
I
by
call
the
on
people
all
of
of you
Liberia.
today
Yesterday's demonstration
just to
at the
believe,
gates of the executive mansion,
but to act,
led by a
not
handful of
just to
blind
hope,
street beggars,
but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes, and it will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, the wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in the book, it always seems impossible to take in his back. Of course, the party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. They believe we will uphold to them. The future is not beyond us. The future is straight ahead. And together we will get there. And so, I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our
And let's go, let's roll. And we are right here tonight, right here on this very day. And we are grateful to the Almighty God. We are right here together on this very day. And we are working together for the good of our country. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. What a wonderful way to welcome you to the program. Face the Issues here on Kings 88.5. And we are here working together, hand in hand, for the sake of our country. And we have come of age, and we are forever grateful to the Almighty God for everything He continues to do for us. Today is Wednesday, and it's a midweek, and you can also have your time out, like we said, like we promised, like we always do, that you're able to win some money. And we are back again. So the *7 and now *24#, you can play with that, and that's it. Today is double night, and I understand. All right, so 50,000, 10,000, 5,000 are those ranges. that you fall in. So the better you start playing now, the more you play now, of course, your chances are just there to win. And we are here together. So you can do that and setting it, but you're going to be playing with $100 and $200 and of course $1.50. So those are the amounts to play with for tonight. On what we are talking about is about 5,000, 10,000, 50,000. That's the range. And we hope and pray that somebody be able to walk away with 50,000 tonight, because we know what that means, especially for this struggling economy that we find ourselves in. So we are very, very elated to be part of such a campaign, such program, and that intends to empower our people through their own best of lucks. So we are grateful to the Almighty God. My name is Abraham Godson. We are here together. You can start playing now. We'll do a couple of draws at 9:45. Not 9:45. 8:45. No, I think about 9. Yeah, 9:15. Sorry, I think it's 9:15. I'm looking at it. It has an hour in an hour time. So we'll do the draws there, and whatever comes out for you, you'll be able to get it. And that's what it is. Never stop trying in life. You never have to stop trying in life. Just last night, remember, there are others who have always been hesitant, but yet they are getting it and they are going with it. So you can join the team of people who can test their best of blessing. I don't like to call that luck, a blessing. And I walking away with such, yeah, it's a blessing. So *79 and *24# is the code to play with. And you have your MTN phone. So you put the money in it. And then you can play with the 200, and you also play with $1.50. I mean, you can play US currency or you play in the Liberian dollars currency. It will still work up the same way. Today is Thursday, and many of you out there, our King Support Basket is still up and running. And as a matter of fact, here we are. Next week, Thursday, is going to be the last Thursday in this week. You can start bracing that. That's our last Thursday in this week, in this month. Sorry, not in this week, but in this month. And we are hoping and praying that indeed together. That will be on the 30th, which will be, quite fantastic for all of us. So we are getting there. With God, all things are possible. So welcome to you people. Welcome, 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 welcome. You can start playing now, and I will do the draws too early, depending on the number of persons who played. So we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. And we are forever grateful to the Almighty God for everything He continues to do for us. And so there are a lot of things going on in our country. I think what we can all say now is we now see failure as a way of life. It's just part of us now. We don't see it as an issue. You know, sometimes you hurt your ear on people if you think they will ever change. It's like a crazy person is already crazy. No more time to hurt your hairs on them because they are already crazy. So sometimes certain people, you just let them be. But again, when you're letting them be, then there are damages that may be done to you. There are damages that may be done to you. You know, Erin Mervyn Snow posted something. And every time you do that, these are all things that reasonable people will do. And he posted something, and I found key interest in it. And that thing he posted, it had to do with what human decency calls for, no matter what it is. Human decency calls for that. And people may look at it from all sides and say, oh, this, that, blah, 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 here and there. No, you can't. You can't. It's just about human decency. But when you do that and you share with people, people then don't have problem. Oh, this, that, here and there. But that's how God is. So he posted something which was very glaring to all of us. And he posted that on his page. But every time you post these kind of things, people will curse you. Especially the Unity Party people, they will curse you. They're not left for you to use their weakness or to expose their weakness by using it as example. They can get vexed. Don't use their wickedness as example. They can get too vexed. And that's just who they are. And I just wanted for you to just follow up on what I'm about to share with you. So Snow posted this, and I'm about to share with you. I want you to see it. Keep playing your stuff. We'll get there tonight. And the prices range from 5,000, 10,000, and 50,000. So let me share with you what Snow did. Yeah, Snow posted something. Okay, this is what he posted. I think I didn't get it right. Snap of what I wanted to show you people. I didn't get the right one. That's something I wanted to show you. I want to show you, not wanted to, because I will still show you that. I will still show you that no matter what it is. I still want to show you something. Somebody was able to share. It was that sharing that he decided to share, so that he tried to send a message or share a message with us in Liberia, so that we all know that these are normal behaviors that are expected of us if we are humans. And people may not understand it. You may want to take it the other way around, but it's up to you. I just want to share that with you so that you see where we are getting as a people. You know, God is wonderful. And God is God, and anyone who lives in God, God lives in you. So we are forever grateful to the Almighty God that He continues to carry us and protect us, guard us every step of the way. And we'll get there. There is nothing that can stop us from getting there. We will certainly get there. So sometimes you look at it, you ask yourself a question, why are we like this? Why are we Liberians like this? Why are we always like this? Yeah, we are like this because we are just who we are. So let me just share this with you so that you see it. A lady posted this and Snow just tried to elevate it. He was just trying to share his thoughts on it and try to share with us. So the original poster is someone else. So we'll try to share with you the original poster's version, which is very good. Are you seeing it there? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Okay, I think you are seeing it. You're seeing it. You should be seeing it now. So you are seeing what I'm seeing there, right? Good. Raila Odinga, the late. You've already died anyway. This poster in name of Rita Kagwa on her blog. She says this. She posted and said, when former Kenya Prime Minister Raila Odinga felt unwell, remember, I will just tell you what it is. Raila Odinga contested heavily tense political battles between him and that of the current president, William Ruto. When former president, the former prime minister, Raila Odinga felt unwell, she says, he asked to meet with the president, His Excellency William Ruto, at the State House. When he was sick, he turned to his main challenger, somebody who had just beaten him, and purposefully, it could be some of the reasons you will now want to think that these are some of the reasons that must have compounded his illness. Right? And then decided to reach out to him and say, Mr. President, I'm not faring too well, and I would like to meet with you. President Ruto, according to our version, which of course we're able to verify through media outlets, President Ruto, however, refused and offered. He said, no, you can't come to me. He offered to drive to Raila Odinga's home that evening, and his wife, Maima Ada Odinga, cooked for them a dinner. He said, no, you don't need to come to me. Leave that. I'm coming right there to you. It doesn't matter. A classic weird example. A classic weird example. You know, there were times that you people say, oh, we are there wrong. Why you got to do that thing? To go do it to Bwaka. You don't want me Bwaka to be resurrected here and there. That is what decency calls for. When you are decent, that's what you do. Forget about the politics. There will always be competition. There will always be sides. And people will take their position and defend it no matter what it is. But when all of that is said and done, we got to think that we are beyond that humans. That's what life is all about. That's the decency in him as a being. You think about it. It occurs to you. It calls your attention to say, no, this is it. The same way we are walked to Joseph Bwaka and decided to nourish him. In fact, we are decided to nourish him. Because there's somebody who has already suffered defeat. You know why I feel for you to beat your child, and you go to your child and say, oh, I just from work. And of course, where's baby? Oh, baby is here. Okay. Baby knows that before you could even leave from work, you have already beaten her. But you are coming from work and you say, where's baby? Or there's that, though you know you beat her fairly and they were justifiably beating, right? But I'm going back home and looking for something for baby to carry back home. It doesn't mean whatever it is. But I'm just trying to tell baby that I feel the pain that baby must have gone through as a result of that beating. But I don't regret beating her. George Weah, at the time he walked to Joseph Boakai, his presence at Joseph Boakai's home was not a show of regret for beating Joseph Boakai. He justifiably beat Joseph Boakai. But what human decency calls for is, it goes with a lot of things. People may think that, oh, because you are beating, you want to take the pride, you want to take the dignity or whatever it is. No, he walked down. So it's like me going down to my daughter. I may have beaten because of wrong she did. Going back to her is not regretting anything. That's what human decency is all about. So, like we are dead, Raila Odinga was visited by the president, with whom they had a tense political battle. He went to him. He said she said a wife of Raila Odinga, the late Odinga, was able to cook food, dinner for them that evening. They ate together. And as she said this rightfully, these were fierce opponents in 2022 election. Ruto accounted such a great gesture that was a sign of national healing from all the rivalry. Who did that first? Which one of the African presidents ever did that first? George Weah. You think they're not reading the newspapers? They are reading all of these things? This is why you see most of them on the continent of Africa, they have great deal of respect for Weah. Most of them, they will prefer to copy after Weah. This which this man is doing, he's copied it from Weah. And that which Weah did, he copied it from Nelson Mandela, his political mentor, his godfather, somebody he sorted and talked to, emulated all of his classic example, especially after the apartheid. We are not enemies. We may have had our differences, we may have had our beliefs, but we are never and will never be enemies. We are walked out. And because we was able to walk out, that's why you see, under the CDC administration, it was not a crime for a Mo Ali to go begging at Samuel Tour's door to go beg for money. It was not a crime if anyone saw them around, because their president, George Weah, was around Joseph Boakai. It was not a crime to find these UP guys going to people places and talking to them. You could find them in public places, because that was the message that we have sent. Under this administration, it will not be a crime. If a UP person were to visit a ministry or went anywhere else, it will not be a crime, because the president himself have done the same thing. And it is in the same spirit that the president carried out, that after election, we are still friends. So it was never a crime seeing Unity Party people around officials of the CDC, because their president has already unlocked that. You see what happened? You see what leadership can lead to? You think what William Ruto did by going there to this man's place? You know what it did? You know what it did? Yeah. There's just a bugger papi you can be talking about here. I wonder his own age that he get with gray hair. I don't know. Gosh. These kind of people, this is where, when I tell you, say, Joseph Boakai not taking a humor, because that reasonable man comparison with doing so, how reasonable man will behave, how sound person will behave, how a decent person will behave. That's what we're talking about here. So George, we are forced within the decent people category. Right? That's what a normal person would do. That's what a sound person would do. That's what a decent character will do. We did that. So you could see it was the easiest thing in the communities. Citizens could walk up to Unity Party people, and Citizens, they could be together. They laughing together all over because what? They saw Weah and Joseph Boakai laughing together. They saw Weah walking to Joseph Boakai's house to go talk to him. So as a result, we are all one. That was the message. So this man walked up to it. In fact, this man is sick. And there was still a possibility that Raila Odinga would have still come to contest against William Ruto again. But instead of letting him to die, he decided to make amends, peace, and national healing. It starts with them. And he went there to go and meet this man. They said they still debating Ugandans who heard this speech from President Ruto and the deceased wife. Mama Eda Odinga, on whether we shall ever witness such an event where our presidential candidates will meet at each other's house for a cup of tea and reconcile from the heat of election. Yes, we are did it. That's saying it is we are who introduced it in African politics. It is we are who introduced this in African politics. This is what we talk all of the time. You're like you want cause, you're like you want to do whatever, like you always do that, your business. But whatever we preach, it will not take time. You will see the same thing. The confirmation will come from other countries or other individuals, whatever we preach. And instead of Joseph Boakai reconciling with the living, he calls himself deacon. They say, let the dead bury the dead. Because your concentration now is how do you reconcile with the living? Joseph Boakai instead decided to prioritize the dead over the living. His healing targeted dead bodies. Because he wanted to raise some money to eat it or whatever it is, Joseph Boakai decided to say, look, we need to reconcile with the dead and the living. This man. You see this country? All the abnormalities in this country will pinpoint it out to you people so that you'll see it. And the judgment is left with you people. Joseph Boakai did that. And for me, what happened, the way Ruto then did it, that's life. Joseph Boakai has divided this country. The only reason or Abraham William would not go visit or women pay to go tell you, say, oh, big brother, I cannot speak to you. You are my big brother. Or the only reason or Abraham William would not wake up from here, like the less of Charles years, then you could see them. They were Unity Party, journalists and propagandists or whatever it is. Right? People that Charles years, then we were friends. You could see them go to Emma Glasgow and places. You could see them. They were around friends. Can that happen today? Why? No. Because Joseph Boakai dare catches anybody to go to any official of Unity Party to go say that Abraham William will go to Ministry of Youth and Sport to go meet with Ko Bangalo to go say that they say, oh, people I cannot speak to you. The next day they will fire Ko Bangalo. But honor we are, because we have visited Boakai and we have respected Boakai. It was no crime for Seditions and Unity Party to work together, to sit down, joke together in communities, walk to each other places, walk to workplaces. Or Unity Party person could wake up and say, look, I'm going to see my man to that ministry. We're going to have lectures together. That is what it is, because that's the message, George, we are sent from day one. Today, can that happen? No. I have friends in this government. I wouldn't lie to you. I have friends. They have tried their best to even talk to me. So now, every day, I said, no. For me, our friendship is clear. My target is Joseph Boakai. He must lead. That's it. Why it is true that I'm holding on to my position, I don't want my presence around you to be construed as you are supporting my actions. So as a result of that, since your power, not like to see people around you people, or else will fire you. Let's just call it a day. We are friends. We'll talk on the phone, and that's what it is. That's it. It's done. And the day you call me as a friend for us to talk, it's not about politics, because you know you will not get me in it. I will not change. And I don't want to be seen that we are even discussing your boss man, because your boss man, Joseph Boakai, is the one I will stick on. And you may not understand why we do these things. Your boss man is bad. He doesn't want to see us together. He doesn't want to see us walk together, talk together, discuss politics together. It's not a crime. There's no freedom of association in this country. That runs contrary to our Liberian constitution. Freedom of association. Because the moment I express, I'm a civil servant, and I express my freedom of association, and I decided to say, look, I can now go to CDC rallies, or I can now discuss CDC right in my community. It ain't got to be a job time, but just for the mere fact that I am here, and then I'm discussing CDC in my community, that thing will affect me at my job site. So what it means is that my freedom of association rights is now seized. Honor Joseph Boakai. No freedom of association now. Try it. In the court system, in the judiciary, in the legislature, and the executive, all arms and levels of government, no freedom of association. You try it, you are done. They will bundle you out. That's how you're turning this country into. Joseph Boakai, could you imagine old men like this who's supposed to be reconciling the country? He had destroyed the country and divided the country. Joseph Boakai did the same thing to CPP. The moment he entered CPP leadership, Berete and Yomlikanga Lawrence started crossing each other straight. And the Zalan Kumi started jumping on the other side. The moment that old man enters a leadership role, so disunity you will see. What happened to the CPP? Not even there. I don't want to even carry forward to the CPP. Unity Party, when you talk about Unity Party. The first thing they started, the Ellen group. We don't want to see them. All those who are with Ellen and were enjoying from Ellen here and there, we don't want to see them. That's Joseph Boakai for you. He disorganized, dismantled, and destroyed the entire Unity Party. Today, he never want to see Madina Wise there. He doesn't want to see the legs because of the Ellen children there now. He doesn't want to see Julia Duncan Cassell there. But these were Unity Party folks. These were people whom they were little money that they were spending that were keeping up the party. That's how you saw people that Snowden leaving the party. The moment Joseph Boakai took over, Snowden started leaving. Today, Henson Kazulu, my friend and brother from district number 70, former representative, he had never gotten a job. Though he says they're defending Joseph Boakai. But he had never gotten a job. Why? Because people like Henson Kazulu then, they benefited from Ellen Johnson's leave. So as a result, they said there and said that the Ellen Uno children then they decided any us will speak in the Unity Party that you see, they still get that against people in the Unity Party. That's Joseph Boakai for you. He destroyed the Unity Party. Why you think Brandon Samuka will never get the kind of attention that he ever wanted in his whole life? Whether he likes it or not, you don't see Brandon Samuka? Because of the Ellen Darling boys. And who said Brandon Samuka should wake up again and started doing business with George Weah, going to church with George Weah, acting like he can. Joseph Boakai lets, if he draws his line should be drawn. You should never ever show any signs of doing business with somebody he describes as enemy. That's Joseph Boakai for you. He destroyed the Unity Party. He took the remnants of the better ones for the Unity Party, brought them over to the CPP. What did he do when he took over the leadership of the CPP? CPP were okay when Benedict Yue took over. We stay out of CPP. We stay out of CPP when Benedict Yue took over. When Yomlikanga and Lawrence, they were there, CPP was staying tight. When the Zalan Cummins took over, CPP was staying tight. The moment Joseph Boakai took over, forget the confusion, enter straight. But in fact, the Liberty Party segment of the CPP that they play the problem started first. They started causing each other, taking each other to court. They take the other person to court, the other person taking the other person to court. Joseph Boakai was brave enough, got ready, jump on the other side, get ready, he say Alexander Cummins join the other side. All those kind of things that had the CPP begin a destroyed party. They have to go with the other arm on the side, the other Liberty Party people go with the other arm on the side, the other wings on the side. Just like that, until he had to end up in court. Honor Joseph Boakai Wash. That's when the CPP got destroyed. He brought that to the presidency of this country again. Honor Joseph Boakai Wash. Liberia is heavily divided. The UP people cannot work with their friends anymore. CDC and UP people can sit together to laugh, to have parties together anymore. The next day, you are fired. Even in the community where we used to be joking with one another, we saw it as a joke. When election results come like that, we are there dancing all over, and we see it as a joke, going to our friends' places, and they say, oh, there's that, here and there. On the next day, you will see us walking together and say, well, the election is over. On the night that they announced the election result, the Unity Party folks, I don't know that spirit of Joseph Boakai entered in them. They went to people's places and started dragging it outside. The Unity Party people, as though they haven't ever seen these people before. An old lady, I don't know where she is. I'm looking for that video. I don't know why I can't find that video. That lady sat down and cursed me and my daughter. And say, or someone this, that lady cursed me and my daughter to the extent that was what the Unity Party was all about. My friend David Flomo Jr. in Tomorrow area, he was going home. Group of Unity Party partisans, because I was renting at his place before. They said Abraham William man down there, that a friend that they took rock, they choked the man car, the man had to run away. I mean, we said car was attacked at Lone Star. Could you imagine we just come from election fresh? Why all of these things you have won election? Why were you attacking people? They smashed Arvin Wise car right to Lone Star cell in Kognot Town. Seditions were hiding all over the place because of Joseph Boakai and his demon have entered this country to divide this country. Up to date, the country is divided. Going into the professional settings. Going to the professional settings. It's done. The country is finished. No freedom of association. Do you know what they call freedom of association? Do you know what really they call freedom of association? The reason I'm beating these things into your heads, so that you will know the character you have brought as president. He has divided this country. He has created bitterness among families. Families who used to sit and whatever, they get vexed with each other. They are insulting one another. They are doing this here and there. Total bitterness across the country. And that's bad. He destroyed the Unity Party, destroyed the CPP, destroyed now Liberia. We are heavily divided. And that's bad. You know, sometimes when we sit here and say, oh, Yadi, Joseph Boakai, okay, I agree with you people. We'll not be able to insult you or whatever it is, but it's bad. Very, very bad. JMB and oil officials are very, very rude. I mean, JMB is rude. All his officials follow him. They are all rude. They're not disciplined. They may be disciplined, but they are irresponsible and reckless. That's who they are. And when we sit, we are saying these things. We are not saying it because we go against anybody. No, we're not against anybody. Everything you see these people doing is the leader that they're following. Some of our Google friends, we'll meet them in the street, we'll speak to them. They are in this government. We'll meet them, we'll speak to them because they are our friends. For some of us, we believe that we get Google friends. Most of them, they are our good friends. And they are in really tight zone. They know they are just there for the money, because if you want to speak the truth, you'll lose your job. If you want to speak the truth, you'll lose your job. So there's nothing like freedom of association. People are hiding. You got to make it clear. Your position has to be clear. Why our country is like this? Is that what politics was? And I can say it clearly. These are some of the work that we will have to do. And will be the tall order to reconcile this country. It means citizens to start preparing themselves to let go what Unity Party is doing to them. I don't know whether they will accept it. I don't know whether they will accept it. They should start thinking about it. They should start thinking about it. It's not that citizens are weak, they let peace. No, it's about reconciling the country. This country is gone. The only thing we haven't done now in this country is to take guns and start throwing at each other. And I just told you about what the election result brought. People want to pull homes, dragging it out. One more if we have guns in this country in the hands of citizens yet. They will come to just look at you, they shoot you. Finish. That's how bitter these people are. I don't know whether citizens will be able to do that. But if you think you want to take back this country, you got to prepare yourself for the reconciliation. And this is very glaring, right? I don't know how you guys will do it. But the country is terrible. You want to know what is terrible? 2029, as it's coming. The day they announce election result, if you see people crossing border, there's somebody coming kill them. You'll see people running. The moment they announce result, you will see people running. Because they know the harm they have caused this country. Or you will see that they will say, Pape, the election result will not take it. Pape will not ready to die in the hands of these people. And you not hear these people say these things I'm telling you here today. Watch out, 2029. It's either they will run or they will say, Pape, we can't do it. Pape, you know when you're talking for us to accept this result, we'll not accept it. We can't. The same thing happened in Cameroon. The mayor still not in power to call himself, still not in power to call himself. The election result, they say they don't want to take it. They say we can't take it because they know what they have done to the people. Eh? 2029. The way these people have treated this country like this. Me, I'm telling you, there is nothing I have said. And I always tell you what will happen in the future. And I tell you, this is what it is. Watch out for 2029. Prepare yourself. If you see the garden go sit down together, even the police, if you're not careful, and I may not include the AFL because the AFL chief of staff, he came to the leadership with all kind of behavior. Then he again a partisan president from the onset. We lead that one. He has conducted himself, put himself together, and I think the AFL is void of politics as we speak. Because we get informants there, and whatever it is, at least some sanity has been restored to the AFL. Because we know the intelligence and things we gather on a daily basis. Though they have their sectional issues there, where other people think that they are Unity Party AFL people, but that level at which it is, whatever, maybe when election coming close, that when they will start showing their true colors. But for now, they have decided to stay off. It is the police that portraying itself the way it is, and I can tell you for sure, the police leadership, the thing they will do in this country. Watch out. If you're not careful, the immigration, they will take gun. The immigration, there will be another sector of the police joining the joint security to take guns against citizens in 2029. I'm talking about behavior, man. I'm talking about what the cost. These people you're looking at here, so the way they have done the country like this, and they're not showing any remorse for them to say, no, they think the way we started not good. Let us come down to our senses. Let us start seeing every Liberian as one. The guy's not backing down. They are very terrible. They just wish citizens death on a daily basis. Anybody who opposed to them, they wish you dead. They wish you dead. That's just what they are. The country is divided. So you see some of the things we've been talking. I have been what they call it. For me, I just think that certain people who are doing what they're doing, they are doing it for survival purpose. They are not satisfied with it. And you see, some of the seditions are even saying, I seen Dorcas Bere is telling us that Liberia will be like Gaza. Because I agree with her partly, because there are some things that will be happening in places Georgia will not control it. Georgia, no. President Weah will not be able to control it. Because it's President Weah who's coming back. And that's bad. Look at today. The disabled community. I know the guy they call Sam Dean. The guy, you know, a history. That guy was not born like that cripple. Let me call it cripple. The reason I'm saying cripple, I don't want to call it disabled because there's a reason. He was not born cripple. His friends in America, they all know that man has been with gang and people then they took gun, they shot him here and there. That one made a full cripple like that. That's how he came back. He was not born like that. He had been a rude person or gang person. Listen to how he addressed his fellow disabled people. People that I myself, you will not look at them and describe them in that manner. This is how he described his people to tell you that Joseph Boakai and his people, they don't care. And that's what it is. And you'll be saying anything that you can be saying, oh, this, that, here, and there. All leaders, everyone in leadership, Joseph Boakai and a group, they are very much rude. Listen to this.
Liberians, I address you today not in defense of a title, but in defense of truth, integrity, and the sacred duty entrusted to me by the people of Liberia. Yesterday's demonstration at the gates of the executive mansion entrusted to me by the people of Liberia. Yesterday's demonstration at the gates of the executive mansion, led by a handful of blind street beggars.
You listen to that? A handful of blind street beggars. Here is a man who have a self-caused disability. His crippleness that because of his rudeness as punishment from God for being rude towards people, being dangerous to society, he was punished as a mark on him for that. He is describing these people in this manner. This is how Joseph Boakai had made a country. That's why you see the whole discussion and all that. What I'm telling you also, this is how Joseph Boakai had made his country. This is a disabled community head. This is how he describes his fellow people. He is not a very natural disabled person. And whatever, no. Now, his own rudeness made him like that. His own criminal activities are what made him like that. After stealing and corruption, the grabbing, the caught for baller all over the place, he comes here in Liberia behaving that he's one of sound people that's supposed to be leading disabled people here. They gave him a job. Misbehaving. And he describing these people in this form and manner. So your will, with the kind of description people give, you want for me to really respect Joseph Boakai? Let me ask you this question. Forget about it, right? You think Joseph Boakai really deserves the respect that you really want for us to give him? Do you think if we disrespect Joseph Boakai, you think God will punish me? You don't even know that I have better relationship with God. You don't even know. I have a far better relationship with God. And most of you who claim that you maybe whatever it is, I have a far better relationship with God. God guards everything I say, and he knows exactly what it is. Joseph Boakai does not deserve any respect. Look at how your leaders are behaving. And that's how Joseph Boakai is. That guy with all kind of bullet wounds inside him, they cripple him all over the place. He don't want sitting down over. People who are disabled, they are challenged. and addressing it in a dignified manner. Now let Joseph Boakai, who was reckless and very useless in managing his resources, and he was a beggar. Joseph Boakai is by far the worst and useless beggar than these people that God describing like this. You're very Joseph Boakai, who appointed you, same thing. Was useless, reckless, not like these people. These people, they are totally people who are disabled, not at their own cause or conduct. How they wish they would have had eyes. Some of these people, accidental. Your own accident, that criminal activities did you like that. Joseph Boakai on a begging, accident, that uselessness, recklessness, woman business. He decided to spend money on woman all over the place. That's why you see Katumu used to be selling pepper color. Have you ever seen somebody what they got the Katumu used to be selling pepper color? That's why she can't enjoy herself now. You can see her dressing upset. She now you get her. That's what it is. These are people. Joseph Boakai on a begging. It was as a result of recklessness. You don't compare with these people. Then you say group of disabled. What thing? How you describe the people? Your Joseph Boakai down there. He the one, the beggar. He the one, this characterization.
Today's demonstration at the gates of the executive mansion, led by a handful of blind street beggars.
Blind street beggars. Joseph Boakai was supernatural, useless street beggar, begging children. Henry Costa, them who were children, and the people Joseph Boakai were begging all over the place. You want to talk about beggars? Are the people you call him beggar? That is people you call him beggar? You're Joseph Boakai, who there today? He had no basis of begging. He had all the opportunities in this world. He squandered everything. He reduced himself to beggar, wearing one filthy lapper shite, sitting down in area, generator, beating, going in basement, all to just be that kind of man you're supposed to describe in that manner. Not these people. These people, they are supposed to be treated with dignity. Your Joseph Boakai begging level, you can compare with these people before you go in there, blind and street beggars. Joseph Boakai was a street beggar too. You can't speak like that about your fellow disabled people. You call yourself the head for them. How is that? Well, you're not strange, because that's how Joseph Boakai is. That's just who Joseph Boakai is. That George Weah will hear that kind of thing. The way George Weah would treat the disabled people at the executive mansion, say, the same demon, if you were appointed on George Weah, he will have a press conference to address rather the issue being raised against him than describing the people in that manner, because these people have already been dignified by our president. If George Weah finished meeting with disabled people already and finished giving them words here and there, you think same thing will come up to address them in that manner? It's because Joseph Boakai dismissed the people. And the few way Joseph Boakai, he was in a convoy passing and said, look at these street beggars then. But the way same thing describing them today. That's the same way, same thing describing these people. The way Joseph Boakai described them. Oh, your Joseph Boakai, the characterization suits your Joseph Boakai. Man, I had time for you. Let me tell you something in this country. You know, God is God, and anyone who lives in God, God lives in you. And it's a choice. God does not force any man. God does not force anyone to worship him. The happiness in this country today, even if one person stands to protest, in America, sometimes some protests then can be staged by just one person. You just see one disabled person in the street and protesting. They don't have to be in numbers. Their voices will count. Somebody will go to them and say, why are you protesting? But in this country that we are in, Joseph Boakai cares less. And some of you may not know these things. Now the people now are describing our people in this form and manner, calling them blind, calling them this, that, calling them names, yeah, and there, all the kind of things. Terrible. This is not the kind of Liberia that we had envisaged. You're all Liberian, you know how we do things. The man who used to be begging all over the place. Now he the one now here, agents are insulting people all over the place and calling them beggars. But you see, with God, he has his own way of exposing the evil in leadership. I see Unity Party people. They have lost focus on everything. Look at them. Look at them. You know that they are cursed. When God Almighty decided to bless this country, to say, look, your politics had always surrounded rice. That's why development had never taken place in this country. God said George Weah will come. George Weah is not going to run rice politics. The kind of politics you're in this country is where we are taking you. Today, George Weah took us to developmental politics. The overhead pass, the honor construction, George Weah. Hospitals, George Weah. Roads, George Weah. But because they're not able to add anything there, they go to Rex politics. They're taking us back. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. So your will, that Rex politics, you're still bringing back Unity Party people. You see how these people are cursed? Because they're not able. They're taking us back to Rex politics. Look at how people were laughing at us. Like when people die for rice business, food business. That food business politics they put on. While other people are dying and having protests for their children's education. They are having protests for security. They are having protests. Go all around the world. All the protests that people have been staging in these times and ages that we are now seeing. What are those protests about? Leadership, good governance, and security, and welfare. All those things, they're not rice business. Joseph Boakai carried himself to our presidency, because we didn't give it to him anyway, he was stealing, to our presidency only to take us back to the rice route. And thing for rice business, we in Unity Party people will be arguing on rice price, whether rice price down, rice price, all that argument we're going to have. Joseph Boakai, we have gone far above that. Rice is not our issue anymore. In fact, we get different food there now that we can eat there. If you look at this country now, vegetables taking over the whole country. We are now adapting to different kind of food now. But because you people are Christ, that's why the things of the past that we have dismissed and said, look, those are not issues anymore. We are now moving forward, ever, backward, never. That the thing that you go back to. You say, oh, raspberry down. Dough is not fat, but that's the kind of politics they're going back to. What kind of country is this? The thing we graduated from? When we tell you about the bread and butter issue, you don't know what they call the bread and butter issue now, rice. No. Anyway, I will not teach you what they call the bread and butter issue because you don't get sense to understand some of these things. So I will leave it with you. I'm not teaching you all that one. Because you don't even know what it means, bread and butter issues. You look at bread and butter because they name it bread and butter. You look at it as food. Ah, God, these people. Yeah, gosh. You know, you don't have the knowledge. And to have the knowledge, you will have the sense to be able to know the knowledge. And that's what it is you don't have. Way bad thing that we left ever since rice. Now why you go back to? Yeah, I think that rice politics will running now. I'm not running rice politics. Those days when our partner used to take pay. They used to get something called LPA. Let me tell you now, those days, when our partner used to take pay, they had LPA in Grand Bassa County. They had LPA in Grand Bassa County. Our partner used to go there. They would take rice. In fact, then they play all their salaries would leave. They call that one LPA. Under the CDC government decided to reintroduce LPA for civil servants. But do you know why that did not materialize? Because we have graduated from those days where people will look at their salary and go in restaurant or go in shop to just go buy biscuit, to go buy milk, to go buy these things. No point they are done with it. When the CDC, it is the CDC that reintroduced LPA under we have administration. But do you know why it didn't work? Because the Liberian people are saying that we're not going back to those LPA days where our part of salary they used to be right there. Go from that. One rice, one they want. But there's the our part that small thing they used to do. Hey. Yeah. LPA used to make you when you just go there and you just see yourself just taking anything you want to stick. That LPA used to make it, they used to build houses. Most of our parents, most of our parents, they never had houses. They stay at those plantations. The LPA. To tell you that time that food, enjoyment, what you can, and that's, we have graduated from that already. George Weah has brought in the modernization of politics concentrated towards tangible development. That the thing you're not able to, why you're going back to nothing woo politics, rice. Can you imagine? We have graduated from that. George Weah has told us that we have transitioned from that. Gosh, this country. Wow. And you see how the people used to catch us, our parents, So Firestone used to bring BB bag of red and be giving it to them. And they said that the Firestone red, and the Firestone red, that food there they used to be eating. And that's what it is. They will call it. And that's how the people used to catch our parents. And most of them will go to the plantation here and there because of food business. That whole LPA scheme, that food business, just eat. The idea is we'll call it from your pay. And our people then just saw it like it was a relief for them. My pa, when you were working LAC, we used to leave from Van Vuzu camp. Then we'll go to 15 houses. That the place they had their supermarket. They will be there. Yeah. We'll go collect, we'll carry, we'll go. No, when you see LPA, you see the other person here with cream and wheat, you see milk, you see the water, they just collecting it from there. Oh gosh, this country used to be just all food and enjoyment. And when you see them, they collect from there, then a small money that will leave. The one that they will get from their paycheck. Then that is small entertainment area. Then you take it, you pay, bam. Those kind of thing that our part then used to be beyond. That kind of thing then they were beyond, for which they left without leaving us with anything, and we are starting on our own. The how our people then were behaving during those times. We have graduated from there now. You even can you announce LPA to civil servants? They will tell you, say, 1 hour money for us to go buy zinc, to go buy this. We want to go do this here and there. We have graduated from there. We are looking for tangible developments now. Developments that will make us to sustain ourselves. So nobody can be fool. Anybody will rise here anymore. It can't work. It can't. Someone will talk about bread and butter issue. I want to tell you what they really call bread and butter issue, because you're smart people. You don't get one sense in understanding how to run country. So I'm not going to tell you what is the true definition when you hear Liberian talking about the bread and butter issue. I will not tell you that one. Because you don't know what it means when we are talking, what it means when we are talking about bread and butter issues. You don't know it. I will never ever say that tonight. I will leave it. You'll go and do it. You'll look for the bread and butter issue. Rice price coming down to even whatever free in the country, it now still solve problem. It can't. I wish. So now I'm mocking one boss to tell you what really is the bread and butter issue. I will not tell you. The day responsible government comes there, when we are government comes there, we'll highlight those things because it will already be happening. Then we'll tell you, say, the thing they call bread and butter issue that some of 8 years old. The thing they call bread and butter issue that is, because they just call it bread and butter, you look at it like food. Like just food. No, not food. Not food. But I'll not even tell you again, because even I tell you, say, not food, then you'll even tell you about what, in fact, if I even tell you, say, not food, that's different thing. All those things you be doing fooling people here and there are lie, it can't hold. So that's because you think that technique you use that they you know how they call them miscreants or waiting and charlatans or the waiting Budu Bank Keita. Oh, that's somebody having what they can call some of them Budu Bank Keita and all that the Unity Party people then that's somebody word then the Budu Bank Keita and all. They're the one can go without their thing there on our side there, whatever it is. You go fool them there. You can't fool the Liberian people now. George Weah has opened their eyes. George, we have opened the eyes of everybody. So the real bread and butter issue will tell you why the day responsible government come in power. You will see the real thing that they call bread and butter issues that the Liberian people appreciate. You don't know it. You don't know it. And you say you brought flour price now, bread price. I don't see anything change yet. You say you brought flour price now. I don't know what are the bread price now. No. Oh, so you see some of the things we can be talking all the time. You will get there, folks. Their country. Some of these things we say all of the time is to just provide enlightenment for you people. What we are studying because of this. Please try to play. We are not too encouraged at what we're saying here. Something is wrong somewhere. Star 799 star 24 hash. I should carry up to 75,000 to give you people. Yeah, I should be able to carry the 75,000 people. I need something here tonight so that somebody can walk away with something. Agatha Glasgow says they call them what? The puppets. Rescue puppets. Yeah, puppet can be controlled. Okay, allow Joseph Boga to go be controlling you. That's how it is. That's bad. Right? That's bad. So please, let's continue. Let's do what we can. And then they say right here on this very die, we are certainly getting there. During those days, at the time you used to fool people with rice. And whatever it is, when you talk about real, I want to talk it. One thing about I will not tell you, I can want to talk, but I will not tell you one. Yeah, I can want to talk it, but I will not talk it. I can want forget about myself to talk it, but I will not talk it. God is there and God is wonderful, and you will see for yourself. You will see for yourself. Google what it is. The bread and butter issues. You go look for it. That thing you call bread and butter issue, not bread and butter issue. Finally, let me end up with this communication that came from the EPS circle. I know you saw this communication from the EPS, and I just want to tell you some things that are on it. So, when was it? I think yesterday there was a communication circulating on the media. The party people begging me to get an idea. Let me get your idea. You know the proof for me to get your idea. What do you even do here when I get your idea? You have to waste my idea around. I'm begging you. So there's a communication that came from EPS. That was on yesterday. The 21st was on day before yesterday. This communication was issued to Charles J. Johnson. Let me give you a little background about this Charles J. Johnson guy. You can remember there were a group of guys who said they suffered with Joseph Boakai and they were protesting at Joseph Boakai house and police went there to beat them. And they said they suffered with Joseph Boakai. Charles Johnson used to be there with them. And they used to give money to Charles Johnson to give it to them. Charles Johnson would eat it. And after the election, they can't see Charles Johnson. And they have thought that they were going to be ruled or empowered. Charles Johnson does not come to again. There is a Charles Johnson they were talking about. This is Charles Johnson. When George Weah took over, George Weah did not dismiss them. George Weah did not take them from their respective positions. This same Charles Johnson man was even taken and assigned at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to work with the minister. He left his assignment and decided to follow Joseph Boakai in the opposition. And then, the same Charles Johnson man who ate his friend and money on the other side, he had always been with Joseph Boakai, and this is what it is, his level of ungratefulness, because the CDC did not touch any one of them. This Charles Johnson man I'm about to read a communication about, he's the one who identified all those guys who were dismissed by Sam Gay, because Sam Gay was not too involved with the force. Charles Johnson was within the force and he knew all of his friends and so forth. He was the guy that wrote the list, and Sam Gay, too, with his own anger and bitterness against George Weah, he decided to tell Charles Johnson, grab those names, bring them, I will sign them, will dismiss all of them. The same Charles Johnson and that of Sam Gay, they started the whole process of eating EPS people money, but Charles Johnson believed that he is more close to Joseph Boakai than anyone else. So as a result of that, they decided to now eat the EPS officers' money. Charles Johnson, we understand that indeed they decided to carry the EPS DSA from $50 to $75 on Joseph Boakai. Right? Because they said nobody should be able to beg. You can remember when Joseph Boakai said that? I'm not going to be helping anybody. I'm not doing anything for you. So as a result of that, they said, oh, Papa, for the year to where we need to carry the men and DSA or at least this small money and it will be what they call it. Yes. They carry up to 75. When they gave the men and the $75, they can get them so now $40. So now they get them $50. And they tell you, say, my man, you know that you want to be on the trip again. All the trips and travels you see Joseph Boakai on here and there that they pay the country money going. Charles Johnson then will collect it and eat it. Remember, they on Joseph Boakai farm, they get the EPS building there that they built for these guys there, so they get ready. Every weekend, Joseph Boakai is going for the EPS carrying their DSA. And the country money going right there. Joseph Boakai, all of it travels. Local, international, whatever it is. So the guys have been eating the guys' money. And he, Charles Johnson, saying that he's the darling boy for Joseph Boakai because he disrespected the CDC. He decided to do SYZ with the CDC and decided to write the names of his friends and presented that. So he believed that he could eat a man of money and nothing could come from inside. The scene where the other guys were complaining about him and said that, look, Charles Johnson used to be here with all, Sandon Waterspoon sent money and all for all. Charles Johnson grabbed it and ate it, and he gave all nothing and our rice and everything. Charles Johnson took it. You can remember that protest at Joseph Boakai's place with some guys in color clothes, and they said they are the diehard people who've been with Joseph Boakai from scratch, and they had always been there with him. And they said this guy grabbed their money and ate it. Okay, this is the guy. So Sam Gay writes this communication to him through the head of the human resource section, the very human resource section they use to dismiss several other Liberians under the name of them being hired under Weah administration. So read and listen to this letter well. Charles J. Johnson is the assistant director. Now, at the EPS, the kind of structure that in place, the EPS boss is the supreme god. He doesn't have a deputy. The rest of the other people assistant here and there. He doesn't have a deputy. He does not have a deputy. So he controls and takes over everything. Now, there's a communication that was sent. They say stand down order. I don't know what they call stand down, but the content of this letter, it tells us that Charles J. Johnson was dismissed. I will tell you how. Why? It says stand down. Action stand down. So maybe the interpretation of stand down in their area is you are dismissed. So they said, by the directive of the director, you are hereby ordered to immediately stand down as acting assistant director. Stand down as acting assistant director. With immediate effect, you are also ordered to turn over all government properties issued to you. The assigned vehicle EPS 51, that means the second man now, because 50 is, then 51 is his own car, must be turned over to the fleet supervisor without delay, as well as weapons issued to you must be grounded swiftly at the armory, and your identification card carrying assistant director be handed over to the HR section. Furthermore, you are instructed to report to the HR section daily to sign in and sign out until your reassignment. Until your reassignment. Meaning he's taking off the position as assistant director and he's going to be floor member. So they really brought him down for two. No one of the say stand down. They brought him way down. Until another reassignment to another position is determined by the director. That means that the director will determine where to send him. Now, meanwhile, you're listening to this now. This is where the dismissal content comes in. Meanwhile, the president will nominate a candidate to the position as assistant director pending Sunday confirmation. So, the question we ask, because I know that dismissal now, and you know the man will not come from assistant director position and then be sitting down there as floor member. Right? Good. Listen to that. This man, assistant director, I don't know whether he was appointed or so forth, but for the mere fact that they are saying that the president will nominate a candidate to the position of assistant director pending Sunday confirmation, meaning the president has to nominate. If the president has the authority to nominate, how can a nominee of the president or a presidential appointee be dismissed or relieved of his post at the directive of another presidential appointee? This is Joseph Boga's government. It continues. This is the rationale I just wanted to push. This man is saying this man's position will be occupied by another person upon a nomination done by the president pending Sunday confirmation. It tells us squarely that is a presidential appointed position. Now, if it is a presidential appointed position by virtue of what he just stated, how come a director will usurp the function of the president? And it is by the directive of the director that this man is being relieved of his post. I don't know the Charles Johnson man or whatever it is. I already gave you background. I'm not acting that I'm protecting him or whatever it is. But another procedural error. But that's Joseph Boga government. I told you people from the onset, everyone get their own share. Joseph Boga is not in charge. Everyone, anything they get you that your own error. Just operate any kind of way. Whether that president put the president or whatever, do your own thing. It doesn't matter who Joseph Boga is. That the responsible government you get at ASO. And their own content of letters will look out. That their own letter. The president has to appoint and blah, blah, blah. But they say that Johnson man, he loving to, I think he married to Joseph Boga's adopted child, stepdaughter or something like that. But anyway, our family government. Let's get to the lines and interact with you. If you don't play to the attractive level, I wouldn't be able to do a draw. So please try to play and so that we can do a draw so that you get it. Really, really think. It's too All right, so yeah, I like to play it and more. So let's get to the lines and interact with you, our callers here. I beg you. Now, Joseph Boga government here, the responsible government. So I just leave it with you. Rastafari.
What one must struggle?
Afghan revolution, people. Afghan people revolution. You ready?
Oh yes, Agatha Glasgow, you are 100% right.
Let's go.
Joseph Boga stepdaughter, adopted child, whatever you do, it's up to him. Joseph Boga government. Are the responsible government here? Let's get to the lines and interact with your call right here on this very time. We are grateful to the Almighty God that we are getting.
Yeah, we building a new home. Let's go. The men they fought evil, the man they Let's go. We did it before, and we can do it.
Okay, let's get on to the lines interact with your callers. Elo, how you doing? Let's hear from you quickly. Elo, how you doing? Yeah. Yeah, let's hear from you.
Thank you very much. If you are Spencer Mohammed and I call from a people corner, down Coast Hill, Western community. Eddie, thank you very much for many pointers. For my attention I've been through to the one that had to do with the disabled community and that of the quote-unquote elections come 2029. Maybe there's a famous saying that says, show me your friend and I will tell you who you are. Can you remember when the Capitol building got up with fire? When President Bouakai went to the place, you saw how he referred to the elected members of the legislature in a demeaning manner, calling these people hooligans. This is what was repeated by another appointee of Joseph Nyeman Bouakai. All these guys, they don't have manners. They don't know how to approach people. In a civilized community, a male excepting must be out at this time. To look at a community and refer to them in that demeaning manner, to me, is very disgusting, and it does not represent the quote-unquote responsible government that he can boast of over the years. The next one I have to do with the election comes 2029. 2029, the only options Unity Party have is to run a free, fair, and transparent election and accept the result. Other than that, what you pay for over the years will repeat in 2029 and not give the mark to accept it for the sake of peace. The cancers have done more. 2029, they must leave our country.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For always giving us the opportunity to make our voice on national issue.
Thank you so much. And of course, let me try to get in Newton Tukpa to continue picking your calls. I have an emergency that just popped up, and I'll be attending to that shortly. So let me see. You will be able to do a couple of draws as well. All right. So you will be able to take you through right here on this very time. We are certainly getting there. We've got things are possible. Keep playing star 799 star 24#. That is it right here on this very time.
Just come in. Yeah, we building a new home. Let's go. The men they fought evil, the man they Let's go. We did it before, and we can do it again.
Okay, welcome. And let's speak with this person. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, let's speak with this person. Good evening.
Good evening. Victor, how are you?
Good evening. I'm okay. How are you too?
Yeah, I'm okay. This is Ed Moka. I'm the visually impaired. I keep walking through the fire to deliver. You know, that unity, that citizen unity after the election that AB was talking about, that was what firstly made Bouakai to be alive today. Because if President Weah was not to open the corridor by visiting him, not only visiting him, but by taking cars to him, he was not going to have the faith when he fell sick to have placed call to President Weah, that President Weah was able to take him out of the country to go through
surgery today. He lays on pacemaker. So that is why it's very important that we live in unity with one another, because you don't know what brings tomorrow. Then how come you come to the presidency, other people accept you are come there, you don't want to accept people, your people that follow you, you don't want to accept people. Look at me, the same thing. Same thing is my colleague. I don't want to discuss him, but the way he refers to our community, that is why I call on him today to retract his statement. Because there is 3 categories of persons living with disabilities. Same thing from the say in the category of physically challenged. And we are in the visually impaired community. So if you sit there in the physically challenged community and refer to those who are in the visually impaired community, that you refer to them, there are a handful of street beggars, that was very, very disrespectful to us. So we call on him to retract his statement, and the lady who served with him in that position, the deputy director for administration, sitting on in a same place where he represented the visually impaired community, she's nowhere that's supposed to be there and allow same being to insult her community because he is representing the physically challenged, and that lady is representing the visually impaired community, while the other guy representing the hearing impaired community. So she cannot be on the commission, and she sits there. She allows him to use the kind of word that he used on her community because she is there to represent us. But this is the reason why we told our police the last time that there was no way that they would allow same thing to make recommendation to the president for Winifred Pay to be appointed. It could have come from the Jesuit community because he was looking for somebody that he could have armed to it. He was looking for somebody that he could have used, that she would not have anything to say. Anything he says, that what they were going to agree with. That was the reason why he can't pick that girl and send to the president for the appointment. So I think he should stand up to say this and let him to know that we too, there is no super disabled yet. He is from the physical challenge, he is disabled from the visually impaired, he is disabled from the hearing impaired. You see, especially the way he going in with disability, he was a roommate. Okay, and he can't bring that same thing yet. He came as a crutches carrier. He was using crutches. Today, as we speak now, he has now put down crutches. He's now sitting in the wheelchair because the border is still into his spinal cord. He has not been taken off. So he has changed now from crutches carrier. He is now carrying wheelchair. Then how do you look at yourself as superhero? I can see, but I can move. I can do things for myself, but for you, you are in the wheelchair. Anything before you do for yourself, you need the assistance of other people. How do you refer to all in that community motherboard? It is President Bwaka. We allow him to do so because if he could have stopped, I need to listen to the guys that were at the mansion, calling all his attention to be able to redress on some of the administrative malpractices they carry on. If he would have listened to them, say they were not going to have the face to address the way he addressed the police. So for conclude, I am calling on him. Please, brother, we are better. We work together. We dig things together. I don't want to go grapple with you. My interest is personal. We are returned to the 9. I don't want to be in your disabled thing, but please retract your statement. You don't refer to all in that manner. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Edmond. Let's go to the female line. Let's speak with this person. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. No don't talk about our own lamb Emma get it out.
Yeah.
For Joseph.
Yes, let's hear you.
Thank you very much, my brother, and thank you very much for the topic tonight. You know, my brother, I'm not going to this community because we told the library people that the men will be in the interest for the nation. We told them long time and you prove it. You know what I'm saying? Waka was sick. Somebody took care of Waka. There is a friend in a wheelchair, a friend that is disabled, no blank. Just say, get cost, get the same point that you insulting the people. So again, I don't talk about the because we told them when you listen to us, the problem that you're not going to be insult when you receive it, you're not going to receive it. And secondly, about the election, why they got it. Why they are treating people today, told on the 9 election, any result that they don't want to accept. Let me tell you, I only million to make the whole world listen to me. Told on the 9. If they announce a result, our personal, we have we go to the pool, we vote for the men, we protect our bullet. You know, the parents say they will not leave power, my brother. We will change the other country. I can show you. And a thing, but they can't leave power. They go that go down. They go with the down. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let's speak with this person. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm sick. I wasn't there to call from the door.
Yeah, Jeff, go ahead. Let's hear you quickly, Jeff.
Yeah, but if you say everything right, see, when you pick up people, you killing in the go to you, you don't know what the problem before. You call police to pick on them. You can hear some recording that you get a little crying that, oh, even they come with kind of credit money and not have money. Just to kind of speak to the president. You don't know what all the folk can do. Call them as or call somebody so you're going to meet the group of people. Even you say yes, come on, meet them, talk with them, or the president busy. Why you see? Oh, we can't have father for 1 or 2 2. Get our conditions. School open, someone in the school open, they get money to register their children. They are trying to register their children. Maybe that's why they go over there to ask the president, giving registration fee, uniform, capable. They want to ask the president. They don't want to go and buy attention. But being a teacher worker in South Africa, they have buy attention in the mean. They will have reaching the same. You're big on another cool. If you reach the 72nd, they get black people. Here, they get junction on the platform are there. But bro, go there, carry your car. Any car is they should be to the car and taking. Even a lot of Muruba make one. On Sunday, we were from the meeting to see the junction on there. The platform will be on the poor bill. The new rule. The platform they planted down there, the program on the road down there. But my official they get even stop to even help there. It's very difficult.
Okay.
It's very difficult. How many minutes to have the people there? The people go to you and ask you, you picking on them. Don't do not allow nobody. Go to the poet. No the poet. And then we have to not go out to vote. When we go out to vote, when my judge vote on the post, how you go see that opportunity on team? You know we one country. You have your kids and brother. No brother will see when they put them when the voter or you know the equal. They I would say about the go what my judge or all vote against your brother. No more put our city business or be not brother. Nothing.
All right. Thank you so much, my brother, for your contribution so highly. Let's go to the line. Let's speak with this person. Madison. Madison is on the line. Madison, welcome. Good evening.
Good evening. How you doing, brother?
I'm okay. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Thank you. You know, I just want to add my voice to one of the callers who just called that when Joseph Boakai says he loses power, the Unity Party people will tell him not to get down. Even AB said it, that they will be saying, don't give the power to them. But it's not hard, you know. Most of them who are our friends that we can talk to, they know how their government is running Liberia. They know the anger Liberia people get for them right now. They can see it, but they are telling us in some offices that they will never get power. They will cheat. They will cheat. But when they are saying that, I can wonder whether they know what's been going on in the West African region. ECOWAS instituted military mandate for Liberia Civil War. When ECOWAS was formed, they were only formed on the basis of economic community, or on the basis of economics. But when the 1990 war broke out, international community urged ECOWAS to intervene in Liberia. It was on that basis they instituted ECOMOG. So since then, ECOWAS operates on military mandate. We saw it in Gambia. Yahya Jammeh lost the election. He refused to give power to the guy who won the election.
Yeah,
they negotiated with him several times. They negotiated with him, refused. Barrow went to Senegal. He was protected in Senegal. When ECOWAS ready, ECOWAS deployed troops to Banjul. Yahya Jammeh ran away. So that will happen in Liberia. And when it happens, it will be so nasty for Boakai collaborators. All of them will be ransacked. And they will be prosecuted and sent to jail. So they will not even live to tell the story. So if they know what we know, when they lose the election, they will just pack their bags and leave. Because ECOWAS will surely flood them out. And will be desperate. The end will be bad for them. And the only thing I can say, like Brentpo in 2029, take out massively and vote. Vote massively for your leader you want. Let Joseph Boakai and the gangsters say they're not getting out. And the one thing that came from here, when they run away and come here, we press charge again and be arrested and prosecuted. We press charge again there. We chase them here and they'll be prosecuted.
Yo, chase them on us too.
Which is they know all the Liberian guys that play key role in the Liberian war. They have been pinpointed here. They have been arrested here. They have been prosecuted here. So they have been deported from here. They know that. They know that for sure. So that's my warning to them. All I know, they're talking with it. We not get power. We toy here. We turn the desert here. It's just flow show. It's just flow show. ECOWAS will flush them out. They've been disrespecting ECOWAS when they bring down the capital building. When they were on that capital building or Riemann Road, ECOWAS sent me. They don't think to Liberia. They respected them. And it was a sin ECOWAS that their soldiers die in Liberia before we get peace.
Even the removal of Funatikova as speaker, I think ECOWAS.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Made an
ECOWAS sent mediation team to Liberia.
Yeah.
They respected them.
Mediate.
And when Sierra Leone war was ending, and UN were pouring out of Sierra Leone, they were going to Liberia. They were coming to Liberia. It was a first Nigerian contingent they sent to Liberia as a vanguard force to lay the groundwork for UN troops to come. Have they forgotten about ECOWAS in Liberia? They don't answer them just fooling. They just destroying our country and destroy our ECOWAS partners. But I just suddenly want to be happy today in 2029.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate. Good evening. Let's speak with.
Hello.
Yes. Good evening. What's your name, sir?
Yeah, okay. This is Emmanuel Nimne, and I'm calling from Minnesota.
Mr. Nimne, welcome to the show.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Thank you, Newton. I follow the show. I listen to the discussion for AB, but I just one thing caught my attention. You're talking about 2020 now. The Unity Party will continue to warn because we love that country. They are veterans in that country that don't even when before 2028, then you will see people will start living there. They will be left alone. Believe me, before 2028, you will see people will start living there. The people that they're using today, the people will start talking. So, oh my man, the way you're running the country, where we're going, they will resign. You know, the party try that thing like turning their head. That be it will not turn our head because in 2025, 2026, let's reach around 2027, 2028. The sun will see the color will start changing. So I don't want people to be worried, the party, the party, the party that just a handful, like just few handful. They will run from all our country. I don't care what they do. We want it every day. We telling them every day when they go to bed, they're the children, they should be thinking over it. We will run behind the people in our country. I care what they do. I just see you lying in the frying pan. Because I want the people who will catch that one, you will get to know instead. Don't when they're acting like giant around. Let them enjoy themselves. Let them ask Sonny Doe. Let them ask Taz Taylor. Let them ask other general. Let them ask them. You are a little shaka, little boy. You don't know nothing about situation. You get the people to the country they give it to you there. That old man already one for the great using you and you're there, you're acting and you're pissed off. My brother, thank you. 2029, we are there for you.
Okay, thank you so much. We appreciate my brother. Let's speak with Vincent. Can you get me?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. This is Lucien calling from the USA. And I want to say thank you. I know Bro AB just left the show.
Yeah,
but I want to say thank you to all of you. I just left from Liberia yesterday. I returned back to the US. But I want to say thank you to the CDC and all meaningful Liberians that continuously to stand up for our country. You know, one thing for me I always say is that if we want Liberia to get better, first let's start with us, the citizen. You know, we are in the majority. The 5-point-something million people are the one that are always suffering. We got only a couple people, hundreds, that enjoy the rest of the resources in our country. So I think in general, let us remember that we, the citizens, if we actually ready for Liberia to get better, it can get better. Because we are the one that continue to condone what is being done to us. It's just like you got your family. The way in which you want for your family to live or think to be better for them is the way in which you work towards wherever you want to see your family to get better. So likewise with the citizen, Liberia, the 2 months I was in Liberia, I see a lot of things. I see young people dying from drugs, difficulties, parents cannot afford school fees. There were so many things I see in the 2 months I was in Liberia, and the governance of our country under Joseph Boakai. I see the poorness and the so much thing that they preach about that they were coming to change that they're not even coming close to. But at the end of the day, the decision lies in the majority of the citizens in the country, and that go to all of us, especially for us, the young people. Let us hold those that come to us and say things to us that at the end of the day they can live by. We got to start holding this thing seriously so that we can be able to face this country. But thank you, my brother. I'm going to take other people's time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your participation. Let's speak with this other person right here. Good evening.
Yeah, Nico.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening. What's your name, sir?
Yeah, Nico.
Yes,
this is the voice of Sabu Rasta.
Sabu Rasta.
Yeah, Nico, I'm joining the show for Point 4 to be specific my geographical location in Zimbabwe.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, Brother Lindo, let me appreciate you for the show. But as for me, Sabu Rasta, I'm now flabbergasted. We're gonna go English.
I go English, you. I go English. You are not flabbergasted. Yeah, you'll never be flabbergasted.
Exactly. We know. I mean, Nito, I just called tonight to remind the Liberian people. You know, so that one thing happened, people we have to listen. Jesus said it to his disciples in John chapter 10, verse 10. Don't worry. Forget about Bradshaw. Leave Bradshaw, but let's move and worry. Look, Jesus said the thief came only to steal, to kill, and to destroy. What Waga doing? He said you were dealing with the devil. Why are you doing? Waga killing, Waga stealing, Waga destroy. Look, if you see blind or you see disabled men referring to disabled men as a street beggar, you must know that the thief is ready to destroy all of the fabric of our society. So you don't need rocket science to tell you that Waga is a thief. And this thief needs to go to the now. Look, Brother Nito, that's why you see God to us with the Liberian people. Don't be deceived. Because I go, I'm not more. But for whatever you need to that you will sow, that's why you will reap. Look, we look at men who told that he's got an opportunity. And now we gain opportunity. So we don't want you expect. What I expect, we like to beat them. What I hate because they fail to listen. But to the now, you will go back free time. Thank you, Nito, for having me.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sabu. We appreciate you so much. So, folks, let me do a draw quickly because time is running out. We'll soon be taking leave of you. And I just did a draw. Somebody is expected to walk away with $5,000. So, this number just popped up just now on the computer. Let's find out who's this person. This phone is ringing.
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Yeah.
Yes, can you get me?
Hello?
Yes, hello, I'm getting you. Can you get me? Hello? Hello?
Yeah. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. Are you getting me?
Yeah, I'm getting you now.
Did you play the game, the cash giveaway?
Yeah, I play.
How many times did you play?
I played 5 times.
And what was the code you dialed?
Star 799 star 24 hash.
All right, congratulations.
Yeah, okay.
Congratulations. Your name has been recorded in the book of winners. You have won $5,000 Liberian dollars.
Oh, great. Oh, I'm happy.
So I'm disbursing it to you right now. So check your account. Let me send it quickly.
Okay.
Yeah,
thank you.
Can you remain on the line to confirm receipt of the 5,000? I just sent it to you. Check your account.
Okay. Let me check.
You want to call me back?
Hello?
Yes.
I received it.
All right. Thank you. Congratulations. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got. Thank you for.
All right.
Thanks to God.
All right.
Okay.
So yes, let's continue with our course. Sorry for. So we needed to have interjected a little bit. So let's go to the female line. Good evening.
Yes, Nathan.
Yes.
My I forgot about sending my brother. Yes, I did. I say, oh, let me tell you, started over. Yes, started saying, "Come move." Your job, you got a some money for equality. Yes, you say started step down now. After job, we see 1, 2, 8 step down. Before I tell the well fashion the phone equality for on there. You think the people, model example. Hey, then answer with it. Okay. So that my brother just say, but I say, let me tell you, the international committee, the revenue will say, the Bola will take for a fee. I said, that the way they want to, and I know the opinion will not left for a place that nothing will. So when now you step out over quick, because you not left for it, or you don't die for it, or you're criminal from America, or your business. So you step out over. But if you want for
the thing is, now Boga get the power. Now you get the power. That's why Article 1 of the Constitution says all power is inherent in the people. All free government is instituted by the authority. So you get a man to alter, which means to change the government. You get the power. You people can alter, you can change the government anytime.
I let you the money. I let you the money. You get out to work for me. I say, oh, well, because I'm going to work for. Because
all right. So let's hold you there and speak with another person. Good evening.
Yeah. What am I doing?
I'm okay. Is that a general? Let's hear you, Sisi. Go ahead.
Thank you for the show. Let me say thanks to my son, Boston, where he left the studio already. Let me say thanks to the King's family. You're doing well for us. So I want to sing my little song. I want to talk to my head past today. I want to talk to them. Yeah, there we are, go, there we are, go, we talk to you, there we are, go. Hey, my son, you are here, man, says here, you are here. Person we are from place to place, God, he said, down to the common people. That we are two black folk to your office, yesterday from the mansion. And you will not get that to talk to them. You will wild it go and send God to go beat on them. They say, no, brother, you forgot it so soon. You left our 12 years, you went to the wilderness. You were there begging, like AB Boston, we are there. And we saw a year myself, we saw a year. All the Costa, all the George, we are. So if you go hospital, we're not easy. Because we are doing some follow, it's a great follow. Take it to the hospital. Now you don't want to be. You're fair gay. Look at the people that call in there, street black decor. You know what it means? To be blind, you say want to be blind because they want to be blind? That war. They send gay that war. I wish God would change power. Change sickness around. Let them men see and see how to be blind, how it is, and how it can hit. Let them men go to the for people. And let them men say for even 1 minute. They get there. Let him see it. That he today in the power today, setting in power in our resources. He is shutting the people. Then he's making black people. Because he's not people. He's not people, he's not black. So he's causing them. They are street backup. So they walk on the side, beating them. We have saw that video, my son, and cry. But we look for him, my son. Let's also and also. That's the thing about let's go straight or stay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We look for him, my dad. When we are going to talk food and care to the people, they don't when they say, you get a food back to the people. Come on, I hold it. Well, give it back to them. Then I let you will bring us rest. They pay your rest. Pay your rest. You not let up. They don't bring food for us today. They don't bring food for us today. They bring today. As a black people, if you are everything for the street, pay your children today, you're not in the street. That same day, they forget where people say, it's black better. You do not take me about that. My sister put my number the last time, and I see getting my number to my sister. I know you forgot. My sister forcing my number to work on the dance for us. I didn't give it to her. I don't know.
You sure I was the one?
Yeah, you the one. And then you see right there, after the show, I want to hold my number. He talked about asking me. He was asking, yeah. That was my fault for the space. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. It was an oversight. Yeah, it was an oversight. Sorry.
Maybe he forgot it.
Yeah.
Now, you can find me on Facebook. Just put me Marcy. You get me. If I can come and follow you, let's take it from there. I should call it?
Yes, if you want to call it, yeah, call it. Let me see what I can have here.
Okay. 0776.
Yes, 776. Yeah. 40.
Yeah,
64. 57. 776 40 6457.
Yeah, you can send it to her. Then you start from there.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's speak with this person. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
How you doing?
I'm okay. What's your name?
My name is Hani Isaki.
Yes, go ahead. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, I just want to say to the Liberia, the monarchy home, Joseph Baga, the country enough for them. When we win. They were taking out.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, I like that. Straight to the point. Very swift. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. What's your name? Yeah, Abi, let's hear you. Make your point. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, I just want to have the public informed this evening on this talk show. President Boga let anything he do in right. You have a vote, we want to have a salary. I want to have a vote. That one aspect. If you can look at the blind, the cripple, then a lot of useless, reckless men using that remark on the media, on the people. Hey, God. What we can see, things are not easy. Then how about the blind and the cripple? You can't think about how you are living before you reach the level. Why you go to for yourself, President Boga? Your family can advise you, your children can advise you, your wife can advise you. Boga, you have to come back to the first senses. We want confusion in the country. We don't want no conflict. The people who get a fool, please pay attention to them. Please pay attention to them, broadcast. You the father for everybody in the country. But at least for us, we can see, we can move around. But those who they unable, please find a reason to call them before the weekend and see what you can find for them. Thank you for the opportunity.
All right, thank you so much. We can take few more. Yeah, at most we can take 2 more calls. And we can make a day here because time has caught up with us. Good evening.
Later, how you doing?
I'm okay. Your name, sir?
Later, I'm calling from Nema County. And I will tell you tomorrow my name is Nema.
Okay.
Let me come up with strong warning later on. When you tell me our lad, people will go ahead. The any mistake that Boga, any mistake that Joe Boga and the class will do to say come 2029 will break election later on. Because the last time when Silesian Gala they want to go start to break the president, bribe the president, we are breaking. What he said to all was one, see your achieve comfort, a free protection. 2029 we will parade with President where? But that's first round, second round, right after that round, while waiting for result, we will tell President where please through and leave Liberia. Later I can tell you for free, brother. Any mistake you need to pass with Joseph Baga and do comes only to now. Chief, you will get the feedback. The jail around 2025. The man they drink that same. Because this time around men will wake up in that number. Any attempt to say they will not release power. They are break every rules, every constitution in this country. Now other criminal in America, the criminal in Liberia, they in line with even Joseph Baga saying today they want to refer to the black people. I mean, you know, disability man. Look at that man. They condition that compare with other people. I mean, you were criminal. You were criminal. So like I mean, not carrying in the society, people know who naturally they know they encounter the problem. Those are the people who are speaking will listen to them. But that criminal who are here in America, the guy when he came down, he want to work in line with Joseph Baga, evil night. We shouldn't listen to the people there. But what we have to say, I'm calling you from Nema tonight. I refer to you. I'm calling from Nema, and my name is Nema. Any attempt 2029 Nobody will take step from this country. Trust me. That's all I had to say tonight.
Thank you. Let's squeeze in this person quickly. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, what's your name? Yes, what's your name?
My name is Sam Testimony Judging. I do call you from Jakarta. Thank you for your talking point. Actually, President Boubacar and his followers, they are carrying on some malicious and diabolical acts on the ordinary citizen of this country. Most especially the raping of underage children by the ministers of Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai going to the extent of using the forces of police to beat on visually impaired people. Actually, such act by Boakai is not good for us on a serious note. It causing serious impediment for the livelihood of the citizens of this country. Let me end by saying that I don't really love to hear people saying that, oh yes, 2029, Joseph Boakai will cheat. The only way Joseph Boakai will cheat in that election is every Liberian not turn out to vote. Because Joseph Boakai fully aware that he came to power on a very unpopular vote. In order, what he's supposed to do to improve, immensely improve the livelihood of Liberia, he's not doing it. He's doing things that mean no good for the Liberians. So, let me end by saying that if 2029 reach, we as a Liberian, we tender, we vote. Let me be clear with you. Joseph Boakai will look at the result by saying he will put all of the things in Ghana must go there and run away from the executive mansion. So thank you for having me on the line. The name remains the same Testimony Judging to call you from Jakarta. Thank you.
All right, Sam. Thank you so much. So, folks, that's all the time we have to be here. Many thanks to Abraham Gasson. We are Tony at Law, who was here earlier. Thanks to all of you for being there. Thanks to you for your participation, taking up your time to use your data to make sure you follow up on issues that are happening in your country. Some of those issues that are trending in your country, Liberia. Because you're so much concerned about your country. It speaks to patriotism. That's been nationalistic. That's why you're always concerned. Whether you're in Liberia or out of Liberia, you're always there to follow up on issues. So I'm so much grateful to all of you. And we will continue to work together. And we will continue to be grateful to one another. We will continue to pray for the betterment of our country. This country is ours. And this is the only country that we can never be deported from. So you follow the election, the 2026 election in Uganda. Imagine 39 years in power. Yoweri Museveni versus Bobby Wine. And he's running for the 7th term. Imagine seventh term. Considering your age, Uganda president is contesting for the 7th term. Imagine that. So African leaders are noted for perpetuating power. Once they reach power or once they get in power, they never want to leave. Yes, except they are removed by force. But that is not going to work in Liberia. Honor Joseph Boakai. So once the Liberian people stand up and Joseph Boakai must calm down. 2029, we pray for peace. We pray for the betterment of our country. My name is Newton Tupai. Have a pleasant good night. Bye-bye.